The storms that brought tornadoes to Sioux Falls 1 year ago also left some neighborhoods underwater farther north. Flooding led to a massive cleanup at a church in Madison, South Dakota that ran a clothing ministry from the basement. KELOLAND's Perry Groten checked back with the church members as they reflect on a natural disaster that brought their community together.
This neighborhood around St. John Lutheran Church was one of the hardest hit areas. Even a light drizzle like today's can trigger flashbacks of flash flooding 1 year ago.
I remember at 2:30 in the morning the water alarms went off, and I got up and came down, and there wasn't a drop of water in the basement. And at 5:30 we had in the morning we had 3 foot of water in the basement. So that's how quickly it came through.
The congregation quickly mobilized to remove standing water from the basement.
A gentleman helped us to pump it out. You know, he had some big pumps, and I think he said he figured we took out 360,000 gallons. So, big job.
Then came repairs, new walls and flooring, and a fresh coat of paint, but only for half the basement in case of more flooding.
We were scared of what might happen this year. If it happened again this year, then we'd have half of it to fix and the other half just to paint.
Flooding ruined all the donated items available to families in need inside the church's community clothing rooms.
I myself thought, we're done, we can't possibly reopen, and everybody said we have to reopen, people are depending on it, so we struggled through it.
The community came through with donations that restocked shelves, and the church was able to reopen the clothing rooms until COVID-19 shut them down again. The clothing racks are set higher after last year's flooding,
so that in case we would get water, that things would be off the floor.
The church has also added 4 new sump pumps, watertight windows, and a generator outside. Vital hardware to protect the building and preserve the congregation's mission of service.
Despite the tragedy, you really do learn how much people will help each other, and we certainly experienced that day.
In Madison, South Dakota, Perry Groten, KELOLAND News.
And church members credit the help of student athletes from Dakota State University for helping clean up out the basement following the flooding. FEMA grants help cover the cost of the repairs to the church, which runs between $150,000 and $175,000. The church members plan to finish painting the entire basement over the winter.